Good day, friends! Today I'm sharing a really fun and clever treat project. An impossible box treat box. It's one of those paper crafting projects that looks a little magical because it starts as a flat piece of cardstock and then transforms into a dimensional treat box that's perfect for holding candy, small gifts, or party favors. For today's project, I'm using materials from the Bunnies in Bloom I Want It All bundle from the Not2Shabby Shop. So I started with a solid cardstock that coordinates with the bundle and I cut it to 10.5 inches by 8.5 inches. Now we're going to score along the long side, the 10.5 inch side. Score at 2.5 inches, 5 inches, 7.5 inches, and 10 inches. Next, rotate the cardstock clockwise so the 8.5 inch side is now at the top. Then score at 2.5 inches and 4 3/4 of an inch. Now flip the cardstock and continue scoring at 6 inches and 7 1/4 inches. Now turn it 90 degrees counterclockwise. Now after making those score lines, fold along that second horizontal score line and we're going to make a few small markings to guide our cuts. Make marks at 1 1/4 inch, 3 3/4 inch, 6 1/4 inch, and at 8 3/4 of an inch. Now you can see the marks are visible on your card base. Now you want to turn this around and start cutting along the vertical score lines up to the first line of the horizontal scored lines. And you will do that for all of the 4 vertical scored lines. You may now cut entirely that small piece of strip of paper at the edge and mitering it so that it makes a really nicer cut or fold later on. Now with our tick marks here, what we're going to do is we're going to cut from that tick mark up to the right on a diagonal to where the score line meets the edge. Now I'm adding a little bit of a pencil marking, just a light one, so it's easier to cut. You don't really need to do this. You can eyeball it if you want, but it just makes it easier. So again, from the tick mark, okay, down to the first score line, okay, of the on the right and down a diagonal. And then we will just miter cut here to finish that little tab. Now we're gonna fold and burnish all the remaining score lines, starting with this one on the top. So make sure that you fold and burnish this part first, the top first, before we start folding and burnishing all the vertical score lines now. The card base I'm using is a little bit thick, so yes, please do take your time to make sure that everything is firmly and finely folded and burnished like so. Okay, finally, that smallest tab at the end, okay, also fold and burnish like so. And I will finish off by folding and burnishing this part of our base. There you go. We have everything now folded and burnished. And don't forget to cut out that rightmost strip and miter cut as well. Now on the 2.5 inch section along the bottom, I'm going to come in and cut up each of the vertical score lines and stop at the first horizontal score line. remove a little bit of bulk from the box, we will fold the second and the third rectangles on the bottom, and then the first and the third one, you can eyeball this, or you can cut it at 1 3/4 of an inch. Sorry, I mean 1 1/4 of an inch. Once that's done, go ahead and set your base aside for now, and let's start working on our pattern papers. From the 6x6 paper pad from the Bunnies in Bloom collection, cut 4 pieces measuring 2 1/8 inch by 2 3/8 inches, and 4 pieces measuring 1 1/8 inches by 2 3/8 inches. These will be the decorative panels for the sides of the box. Once those are cut, begin attaching them onto the rectangular panels of the base. Now I'm going to fold on the second score line from the left. Just going to apply glue to the larger tab which is in the middle. And then I'm going to fold on the first score line from the right and just line up the score lines there, and then just press into place to give it a few minutes to adhere. This is the back of the box open, and then we will just put adhesives on these 2 flaps and then close that larger flap onto it. Okay, later on, you can do that now, or like what I'm doing, I'm putting all the adhesives first and then put down the larger one and then close it like so. Take your time with this. Just, give it time to fully be adhered so that your box will be sturdy. Our box is looking great. Now we put that final adhesive onto that remaining smaller flap to finish off the lid of our box. Next, cut 1 piece measuring 2 1/4 inch by 2 1/4 inches from your chosen pattern paper from the Bunnies in Bloom collection. Then cut it diagonally in both directions so you create 4 triangular pieces. This will be placed on the top sections of your box lid. Once all the pattern paper pieces are attached, you can now move on to decorating. You can decorate just one panel or all the panels if you'd like, using pieces from the coordinating ephemera pack from the Bunnies in Bloom collection. But for today, I added a stamped sentiment from the coordinating stamp set and then finished everything off with a few animal dots, also from the same Bunnies in Bloom collection, for that perfect final touch. Again, for today's project, I used 2 pieces of 6x6 inch double-sided pattern paper from the Bunnies in Bloom quarterly card making bundle from the Not2Shabby Shop. This bundle is part of the quarterly card making release, and it includes beautifully coordinated pattern papers, stamps, and embellishments that are perfect for spring crafting, Easter projects, and of course, card making. And if you'd like to check out this bundle, I'll include the links in the description below so you can see everything that's included and grab one for yourself while it's still available. Just would like to mention that this project was inspired by my dear friend Julie Di Matteo from the Paper Pixie, who creates the most amazing paper crafting tutorials as well. The only thing you need is just to put all the treats that you want inside the box. In this case, I'm putting in some local chocolates. Thank you so much for crafting with me today, and if you enjoyed this project, don't forget to like and to subscribe and share it with our crafty friend. And I'll see you again in the next crafty project. Have a great crafty day. Bye!
Oh, every month a brand new board, pretty colors, themes galore. Get inspired, make a card, creativity's your reward. No, link it up, don't be shy, one will win, give it a try. 15 team to spend with glee, crafty goodies, yay, so free. Join the fun, come and see on the Not2Shabby blog with me.